Hello, Zeech here, and welcome to Learning the Ropes. Today we will tackle the issue of understanding what tackle zones are and how the dodge works in Blood Bowl 2. A tackle zone is the 8 squares around an opposing player that subtracts -1 from the d6 dodge roll. Okay, so in this example here, you see the yellow outline or the yellow blocks. Those are the tackle zone for the opposing player here. Alright, so that's tackle zones. Dodge. This is the act of moving through or out of the tackle zone of an opposing player. So if you move from this zone here, this square here, to that square, it'll trigger any adjacent square, or if you move through multiple squares, it'll trigger. So now here's the formula that is used in Blood Bowl 2 for dodging. 7 minus the player agility number minus the +1 modifier that's done on every dodge minus -1 times the number of tackle zones of the square that you're moving into. All right, again, I'll repeat, you're moving into. So the square you move into is the square that you count the tackle zones for. And this all equals the number or better that you need on the d6 roll. So if I roll a 4, I'll need a 4, a 5, or a 6, all successful. So here we have our agility 3 human lineman, and if he moves out of a tackle zone to a non-tackle zone, it will be a 67% chance, which in turn equals a 3 plus dice roll. So he has to roll a 3, a 4, a 5, or a 6 to have a success doing that. Now, if he moves to a -1 area tackle zone, he has a 50% chance. So that basically means that it's a 4 plus chance, so 4, 5, and 6. And if he goes to a -2, that's 33%, and that's a 5 plus chance, 5 and 6 dice roll. And if he goes to 3, that's 17, meaning he can only succeed if he gets a 6, which is automatic. And anything above 3 will always be 17. Okay. And so here we have our agility 2 ogre. If he moves out of a tackle zone, he has a 50% chance to go to a zone that with no tackle zone, and he has a 33% chance to go from a tackle zone to another tackle zone of 1. But to go from a tackle zone to a tackle zone of 2, he has a 70% chance. So that means he has to get a 6 plus. So he has to roll a natural 6 to do that. So anything above 2 tackle zones for this agility 2 player, he has to get a natural 6. Okay, so here we have our agility 1 player. If he moves out of a tackle zone into a non-tackle zone, it is a 33% chance, which is a 5 plus dodge roll. And if he moves to a -1 square, it's a 17% chance, which is a 6 plus roll. So that means anything, any tackle, if he has to move to through or to a tackle zone, it's going to be a 70% chance that he can dodge no matter what, since his agility is so low. Okay. Okay, so here we have our agility 4 player. If he moves out of a tackle zone to a non-tackle zone, he has an 83% chance, which is in turn a 2 plus roll modifier. So anything except for 1, he makes it. And remember, 1 is automatic failure, just like 6 is automatic success. Alright, so if he moves to a tackle zone, it is a 67%, and that is a 3 plus modifier. If he moves to 2, it becomes 50, and that's a 4 plus. And if he moves to a 3, he has 33%, which is a 5 plus. And if he tries to move to a 4, he has a 17% chance, which is a 6 plus. Okay. So anything over 4, if he has to move to a zone of 5, which I don't have on the screen here, it will be 17. You have been watching Learn the Ropes for Blood Bowl 2 with me, Zdrive. I hope this has been helpful, and I have other Learn the Rope videos planned going over other features and skills of the Blood Bowl 2 game. Until then, have a good one, and I will see you in the future. Peace.